Welcome Pisces and Pisces cross watchers to your mini weekly love reading. So we'll get a card for you. You have the Five of Wands, a card for your person and the situation between you. So I hope you guys all had a great, a great weekend. And of course, thank you for being here. I do appreciate all of the likes and subscribes. It really does help the channel. So I do appreciate you all out there. So, okay. Hold on for a second here. Pisces, I feel like, I know the world usually talks about kind of like closing out a cycle and that sort of thing. But I feel like there's somebody here that it's like they seem sparkly and new, if you will. If it's someone coming back from the past, they really, it's like they don't want to let you go. But with the Eight of Pentacles, they don't really want to do the work either. Which is like, it makes me a little bit crazy when people do that. Like if they want you, then they have to come in and do the work, right? It's like they can't just leave you in pieces and then let you pick them up and then come back and be like, hey, what's up? Like that's, you can't treat people that way. And I feel to a certain extent, it's like this person seems to, it's like they want to brush something under the rug here. Ooh. Oh, sorry. I can be immature and responsible though. So I feel like what may have happened, and this might be very specific, okay? I feel like whoever else this person was with before, it didn't work out. And I feel, and I'm sorry to say this, to a certain extent, you were their second choice. Don't be mad at me. That's what I'm seeing from this person. I feel like it's like their first person didn't work out, so they're going to trot along to you. And it's like, that's why they're not putting the work in, because I feel like in the back of their mind, they're hoping that whoever it is that they were actually kind of going for will come back around. So I feel like whatever half assed effort this person is putting into the connection with you, it's because they actually want someone else, but it's like they kind of want to keep a couple irons in the fire. You know what I mean? It's like they want to know that if option A doesn't work out, they got somebody else sitting on the side. It's like they might look at you like they know that you're somebody that would take good care of their partner. And it's like they know that you're a good partner. Oh, I'm sorry, Pisces, if this is hard to hear. They know that you would be a good partner. And I don't think they would actually mind seeing you with someone else because they're in love with someone else. Like they're in love with someone else. So I feel like they'll do just enough not to lose you. But it's like they're not going to do enough to make sure that your needs are being met. They're not going to do enough to make you feel like you're being built up, right? It's like I feel like with this person, in a way that's difficult to pinpoint or detect. Maybe not for you. You guys are usually pretty intuitive, but to a certain extent, it's like this person will come in and they seem to have this attitude of, it's like, I want to say they try to make any of the problems your fault, or it's like, you know what it feels like? It's like the two of you are trying to figure something out and they just sit there with this stupid smile on their face. You know what I mean? And it's like, because they're thinking, because, you know, that at any point in time, they can just walk out the door because there isn't actually an emotional investment on their end. I feel like the reason, if this person is coming back or if they're just coming around, it's because you treat people really well and they know it. And I do feel that this person will come back as many times as you allow them. And I feel like That's not to say that you let them in and out or anything. And even if you have, I have no business judging you. What the cards are saying here is that this person may become attached to you, but it's not out of love. It's because of what you do for them and how you make them feel. You make them feel important. You make them feel this. You make them feel that. It's not about, I want to cherish Pisces. I want to cherish Pisces. I want to make Pisces feel a certain type of way. You know what I mean? It's not about a reciprocal, what they can do for you, how the two of you are going to build together. It's Pisces makes me feel good about being me. So I'm going to go back to Pisces because this person's giving me a hard time. That's really what it boils down to. And so let's I'm not trying to bag on this person. I'm not trying to be a jerk to this person. It feels like they got something going on. You know what it feels like? And I'm not trying to excuse their behavior. It's just to help you understand that what they're doing is to you, but it's not about you. It's not because you deserve to be treated this way or you've done something or this or that. I feel like this person is actually having to make some sort of life-changing decision. They seem to be, and you may not see it that way, but they do. And it seems like it's like they want the comfort that you give them. They want to feel that safety again before they kind of like, you know how when in the Olympics when the gymnastics are and they run and then they jump off that thing onto the pommel horse or whatever they do. It's like you're the springboard. And I'm so sorry. You know what? I don't actually think you see yourself that way. Well, I know you don't see yourself that way. I'm just sorry that that's the words that came out of my mouth, because you don't deserve to be spoken about like that. You don't deserve to be for someone to look at you like you're just some sort of stepping stone. Like who the hell are they? I kind of want to flip the card off. Like that's how petty I'm feeling right now. Okay. So, you know what feels like it might happen here? This person's going to mess you around to the point that you're going to start cutting them out. And if they're still around, it's possible that this person may develop the butterflies in the stomach for you. However, I want to be clear. I'm not saying that this person has the intention to come in and treat you properly. And I'm going to ask you a question instead of telling you something. If this person has treated you like an option in the past, who are they to come in and expect you to invest in them now? And I feel like they may try to be like, oh, well, it wasn't my fault, or I didn't do it. And like, Pisces, you know what happened here. You know how this person made you feel. And my question to you is, do you want to keep feeling that way? So I think we are going to pull a couple of clarifiers here. We get a clarifier for Pisces person. Can we get a clarifier for Pisces person? This person kind of sucks. I'm sorry to say that. I shouldn't say things like that, but they just really do. It's like, you know what it's like? It's the kind of person that would come in and act like they're, in love with you and crazy about you. And then when you want to have that, let's define the relationship talk, they're like, oh, you're just a friend. I don't know what you're talking about. You know what I mean? And they just want to shirk the responsibility. I feel like regardless of how this person comes in and what they say to you, it's like they want to come in and hit on your friends, or they want to come in and pull, you know what I mean? It's like, even if this person seems to have the best of intention when it's just the two of you, if they act like a total heel when your friends are there or when their friends are there, or like whenever somebody that is, physically attractive in whatever gender they're attracted to is there, it's like they get googly eyes and they're not listening to you and they're not paying attention and they're being like rude and dismissive. And I'm seeing it's like one of those booths, right, where everyone's sitting and this person is dismissive to you. And it's like, and then they grab their drink and they go and talk to this other person that they've been, giving googly eyes to the whole time. And I feel like if and when that happens, because it may just be the energetics for some of you, I feel like it's a very humiliating and humbling experience. And I do feel that the people that are there will be supportive to you. It's almost like I can see someone reaching over the table and grabbing your hand and just being like, it's okay. It's going to be okay. You know what I mean? I feel like this person's I'm not kind of. And can we get a card for advice for Pisces? Pardon. I feel like the best way to handle this is to pretend it's not getting to you and pretend like they don't matter. And it's not you're playing the game with them and blah, blah, blah. Okay. But with this combination here, guys, I feel like this may be a situation where you kind of have to beat this person at their own game. And not because the end game is that you want to be with them. It's more like if you... How do I say this? If this person starts to think or starts to get the impression that you are chasing after them, I'm not saying that you are or that you're even giving that impression, but it's like then they seem to feel that they've kind of got you in the bag and they're going to keep coming back around. So I feel like it's like this person will mess you around, play all these head games, and then come up to you and be like, hey, Pisces, and they want more attention. And I feel like the message here is for you to ignore them, for you, and not, in an immature way, but like treat them like any other person that you've seen on the street. Treat them like whatever connection you felt with them, that obviously you did, that it never really was there. And I feel a little bit strange saying these things. Makes me feel a little bit seedy. It feels a little bit dicey. It just feels like that's the way to get this person to leave you alone, is to act as cool and as flippant and like this connection doesn't mean shiz to you. Because as long as this person still sees that in your eye that you're happy to see them, which maybe it isn't there anymore. Maybe this is just describing how this is played out. It's like when you pretend that they don't matter, it's almost like they're hurt that they don't matter to you anymore. And I feel like because they're not getting what they want out of you, they stop coming around. So, Pisces, I'm sorry if this reading resonated. If it did, I hope that it was helpful. I hope it gave you some encouragement. I hope that I hope to whatever extent that it could, that it built you up to do whatever you need to do to protect yourself in this situation. I would usually kind of do the little plug at the end, but it just feels inappropriate. So I'll just say this, Pisces, I love you so much. And you deserve, 10 times better than this. So I love you. I wish you the best this week, and we'll see you on the next one. Much love. Bye.